Well, here we are at Spectacular.
And we just hit
all of you
so
thought
fast.
that I would
Holy
be
shit.
here, but the Coyote is not only here to stay, he's here to dominate the Spectacular. You thought that the same old people would win this tournament, just like you have in seasons past. And what did I do? I showed up on the scene in a play-in match, won it, and then when I went into that tournament, the deck was stacked against me. You say that I'm boring and uninteresting? Correction. You're all boring and you're all uninteresting because you picked John Roca to win that tournament. You thought he was going to have an easy match against the Coyote, didn't you? And
so my parents are watching Cats right now.
The movie or the musical?
The movie.
Oh, of the musical.
Of the musical.
I went all the way
Salud.
Because I was preparing the Goat Man. Dangerous. Dan Merle. So many people love talking about how Dan Merle
this guy is a good promo.
Amazing singles player and how he's the greatest of all time just because he's been playing for a long time. Correction. Dan Merle was the greatest player of all time in a different era. Yeah, he's retained the title, but what has he done? He's beaten competitors from the past. Ethan Irwin, Ben Bateman twice, because Ben Bateman keeps falling asleep in the third round. Dan Merle forced to be reckoned with, but in a different era.
He's got a point, though. He doesn't do well against new competitors.
A different era. Correction, which starts with CEO, by the way. Dan Merle holds the belt in this era. You want to talk about how I was the greatest champion of all time? Correction. They don't give away belts for tournament winners. They give belts to champions. And the last time I checked, correction. You've never
used to have belts for tournament winners, though.
Yeah.
I know more about playing for championships than you'll ever forget. You know how many hot shot rookies I've seen come and go? How many tournament winners I've seen come and go that say they're going to be the greatest of all time? Correction, they're not. So get ready, because you may think you're ready for me. You may think that you've seen everything that I have to do, everything that I've done in the game. Correction, you haven't. You've played 6 games. I played 6 years. Let's do it.
Well, it's funny you mentioned that because I eat goats for breakfast. And Dan, at the Spectacular, you're going to find out that I'm Adam Collins, and I do know more than you do.
And I think that's a bad dietary choice. And now while we're at it, and I know more than you will ever know about the Schmoedown.
I love how much Dan has grown in his promos.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's one of 2 that I have downloaded from the Schmoedown. 3, sorry.
I'm going to download all of them because I'm going to make individual videos on all of them.
Spectacular.
Spoiler alert, by the way.
Spectacular. All the stuff that has been going on is absolutely insane. You look at Kevin Smith taking the victory over the one and only Ze Flairton Flaus. But Mark, that all in itself was a lot of fun to call.
The Flaus and Flaus.
What did I miss?
How about what happened?
Dan Merle doing an amazing promo.
To the curb.
Did you see what happened with the Den?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not going to go quite as far as you, but I will say that, look, this is apropos of what the day is. This is what Schmoedown fans have come to.
I'm tired. And it's
but the fireworks.
Almost 10. It's 5 minutes till 10 here. I can imagine how 50's feeling right now.
Human interaction, and
he's feeling wonderful
again. In this, hopefully, we're done with the drama. Let's get on to this
5 minutes to 5.
Money match, which is the singles championship. And Christian, before we get to that, I know you have some things on the docket that you'd like to get out to the world.
I do. Are you okay if I steal a little of your screen time there, buddy? Well, season 8. It is around the corner. That is right. Season 8 of the movie Trivia Show. We've been doing this since
start on virtually. Hopefully it can end in person.
And we are doing a lot of great stuff now. We've had so many matches, so many things have happened. And yeah, we've had some bumps in the road. We know what's happened. We know about what happened with all the great live events that we did. And then the digital age brought some of the greatest competition that we have ever seen. And it was the first year where the factions went head to head to head to head, and they kept on going. The amount of competition that we had, the rivalries that we had. There's so many potential matches of the year. What's in store for season 8? How can we top it? Well, there's a couple of announcements that you need to know. People are asking, what's going to happen next year? How is it all going to plan out?
Love it,
well,
dude.
At the end of today, Shannon Barney and Corruption, they are the faction champions. At the end of today, Shannon Barney will have 7 days. She will have 7 days to lock in her 3 players. As soon as she locks in those 3 players, free agency for the rest of the league will begin. Then we will start in January with our awards. The awards ceremony will happen as it does at the beginning of every season, every year. The awards for this season will take place in the beginning of January. The following week.
How are they going to get everyone online for that and for
have locked down
the draft?
3 players. They're going to lock down 3 players.
Yeah, it's going to have to be Zoom because I can't do it with StreamYard.
Yeah, because Zoom it holds like
come out there.
what,
Let's say, hey, I put an offer out to Ben Bateman.
Yeah, 100 plus.
Ben Bateman told me he's going to play for me. Well, at the very last minute on the free agency special, Ben Bateman changes his mind and wants to go play for Shannon Barney. Well, then he can do that. That's how
that would be interesting.
Only Corruption will be protected as we go into season 8. So who's going to be drafting? Who's going to be looking for free agents? What are the factions? There's going to be a little bit of a shakeup, and I'll tell you the factions that will be involved. Sam Levine and the usual suspects will be back. Coy Jandrew and the Quirky Mercs, they will be back. Roxy Schreiner will be back. However, the rock stars will not. The stars will be returning. It will be the stars next season. Okay. The Finstock Exchange, they will return. Kaiser and the Dungeon, they also will return. Kate Mulligan with the Den will return.
Here we go.
The Burning Droogs and Ken Knapsack will not return. We will only have 8 teams next season, and of course, Winston Marshall and Swag will also return. So 8 teams. There are those 8 teams that will
less opportunities for people.
You hear about this free agency
and for new people.
You hear about the draft that will be 1 week later.
Or they're going to make the rosters
players
longer.
that have not.
Yeah, they're going to have to.
As free agents will be in
or introduce a minor league
snake draft again this year.
Well, no, they're doubling the matches every month
because there's only 3.
So hopefully it's bigger rosters.
Yeah. Brand new. Next season we'll talk about it. This season,
if it is a bigger rosters, I hope the managers get paid more.
What's the season called?
Yeah,
we've had the Magic season. We've had the new era. So what is this season called? Season 8.
Nice.
War.
Yeah.
War.
War. That is right. It's an all-out faction war. Season 8 will happen. And guess what else is going to happen? 3 pay-per-views per month. So joining up to
Holy
Patreon is
shit.
the best
He's
thing
trying to kill the
you can do
reactors.
for the $10 level. All of them. Go and join at
I'm only going to react to Star Wars in a video next year.
Everything. 3. Are we going to start out digital?
I'm joining a Schmodown show
comes back
next year as an extra co-host, and it's going to mess me up.
Starting digital, but will we end up digital? I don't think
Hopefully
we will,
not.
but we'll be a TBD on that one. Ladies and gentlemen, we are excited for everything in store.
Depends when everyone gets the vaccine.
Yeah.
Join today. Patreon.com/Schmodown.
Didn't it start distributing in the
$10.
US?
Yeah, but we don't have.
Virginia. I just got kicked.
Not getting too political, but we're not going to get as many doses as we could have gotten.
Announcement that was holy crap!
Yeah, we're getting it pretty soon here.
In season 8,
and
what's better?
If anything,
protected.
Since Shannon's a nurse, she'll probably get it before everyone else.
You talk about sparring. Woo, boy, hot and heavy comes season 8, and like you said, I will submit my hopes as well that by the end, season 8, we get to do something live in front of everyone's naked.
Come back to Florida.
I'm excited for it. And as we were talking about it, so excited of everything, the whole great team over at Skybound, we sat down, we had those meetings. It's like, what can we do to make it super exciting? We said, well, not only are we going to do digital, not only do we plan to get back into a studio, not only do we plan to do live events in 2021, what is the best bang for that $10?
Yeah.
I'm a patron. Let's do one of them a month. Nah. Let's do 2 of them a month. Nope. Let's do 3. And we're going to have matches, by the way, on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. So get used to it. A lot of Schmodown coming your way. But it ain't over yet, Mark. We have a massive main event, one of the biggest main events in Schmodown spectacular history. Dangerous Dan Murrell, the movie trivia Schmodown 4-time champion of the world, goes and tries to defend his title for an unprecedented 3 times in one reign against the undefeated rookie sensation, Adam Coyote Collins.
Christian, as great as all of your breaking news was,
I was looking at the calendar. If it wasn't for COVID, I would be in Colombia right now.
Because of that, it's not all these other matches. That
my friend was supposed to get married.
The big granddaddy of the singles belt is on the line. Weary is
to December next year.
The belt, but Dan Murrell doesn't suffer from any physical effort. He actually seems to be stronger when he has that belt inside. And
maybe I missed something. What happened when there's woman on?
That's probably there's something going on at the end that Harloff wants reactors to react to.
A force of nature.
That's going to probably be the Schmominati. That's the Schmominati thing.
Weapons. No, he relies on his brain.
It's Ken Knapsack.
Great answers, and he's usually correct about them. This could be, and I know this might sound like hyperbole, this could be the toughest foe that Dan Murrell has yet to come across. I know Dan's dangerous, but a Coyote, unpredictable.
Absolutely unpredictable. We've only seen him taste defeat, and that's in the team's division. But he is coming off of that defeat. So how is he going to handle that? Because he has felt it. He was hearing "End your winner" 6 times in a row, and he even heard it in the horror free-for-all. But he had that loss, and he was the one, not Marisol McKee. It was he that dropped that 3-pointer that ultimately had them lose the match. So is he taking that into this, or does he brush it off? Now, the flip side of that is that Murrell has also been playing better in singles. He lost the team's championship, him and John Roker, earlier this season. They won against Perry and Haley, but they wound up losing against Final Exam in a match that a lot of people thought that they would. So Dan has been playing excellent in singles. Teams, not so much this year. Same thing with Adam Collins. So the bigger question is, they're also playing for a couple different things here. We know that Corruption has won the faction championship. Now, Shannon, as Winston said, Shannon is, I don't believe her, looking for that faction championship. I think to her is a big thing, but I think having the singles championship to her is going to be a big pin to make sure that it all is worth something, right? And then you also have, if Dan Murrell loses tonight, Roxy Stryer and the Rockstars jump into 3rd place. So that is another thing. The Finstock Exchange can go from being the front runners in 1st all the way down to 4th place. There's so much on the line, and especially when you have Dan.
I just realized we haven't even seen
he's been in the
Gucci
season
tonight.
Since season 3. He's only lost 5 times. 5 times.
Yeah, we're about to see Gucci.
No.
Oh, yeah.
There's not many records that I know.
Dude.
I don't even know what the hell my record
He's going to have a new persona by the end of this.
Yeah, is it gonna be? I was gonna say, are we gonna see Count Gucci? Are we gonna see Finstock? Who are we seeing tonight?
He missed out of this
That
match.
old man.
We're about
The lawyer.
The story of how we
Yes.
got here. It's not just the story of two competitors, not just the story of two managers or two factions. It's the entire story of the new.
I object.
And who would we trust with that mission to kind of encapsulate everything that has been leading to this championship moment? Who do we trust with that responsibility, I wonder?
I need some nerd chronic, homie.
Oh, God.
Never do that again, Christian.
Yeah.
And then,
Never again.
What did he do?
Ramos and Eric Rodriguez also
Bad
knows
joke.
Nerd Chronic. I don't know anything about Rick Ramos or
That was
Nerd
a really
Chronic in
bad
terms of
joke.
Trivia. Obviously, Corruption's going to have the best promos.
I didn't get the joke, but never mind.
It was Christian trying to be hood.
How you're dealing with the news that Eric Rodriguez, a.k.a. Nerd Chronic, is not a part of your stable and had to step away.
But what I'm seeing is everyone's going nuts. Everyone's trading. Everyone's
Right, yeah.
He's the Schmominati.
doing all their stuff.
That
And
would
I'm
be
just like,
awesome.
maybe I should
Actually, that wouldn't be a
see what comes of it.
too out of left field. Did I nail the sports joke, by the way?
Yeah, you got it. Oh, that's
Okay.
actually got it really good.
There's a name that kept circulating that I kept hearing about. We don't know him yet. We don't know if he's going to be good. Adam Collins. Adam Collins.
Yeah, he was even he was a free agent.
I know
Yeah.
people in the fan leagues, but
He wasn't available in the draft
Yeah.
because Chance said that if he was available in the draft, he would have told Shannon from the get-go to get him.
About my rookies,
Oh, yeah.
talking
Wow.
about my draft, coming at me like I don't know what I'm doing. Shut your mouth. I'm done hearing it. You didn't see all my players, and now you saw Adam Collins. So I think it's time for you to retire your trash talk. And not
Exactly. Stay digital next year.
We're coming for you.
Adam Collins pulls up a massive upset, a TKO victory over John Roca.
It's all about the rookies this year. Mark my words.
My word! Knockout!
It's a good day. It's a good day to be a corruption. What did I tell you? You're all looking at it wrong.
This is something we haven't seen in a while. I think of Kevin Smets when I think of a performance like this where you get 3 in a row and you're doing it in singles.
His accuracy rate stands at 95.45%. It is the best 3-game win streak in the entire history of the singles division.
Corruption stands for doing what needs to be done to get the job done.
Adam Collins and Corruption win the tournament, the ultimate Schmodown winner.
Did we see Mark Edward Hoyk at all this year?
Yeah, a horror free-for-all.
The experiment.
Yeah, in the tag match in the studio.
Yeah.
If you win the title, you will break Paul Oyama's record of 6 straight wins without a loss.
let's get the job done, and then if that happens, maybe I'll feast on some goat.
Because of all of his runs, first person ever go to 12 victories. It's going to be a war. It is going to be a straight-out war, and it's going to happen at Spectacular.
We've always meant to be just one in grade 4. There's nothing left from the battle at hand.
They don't give away belts for tournament winners. They give belts to champions. I know more about playing for championships than you'll ever forget. You may think that you've seen everything that I have to do, everything that I've done in the game. Correction, you haven't. You've played 6 games. I played 6 years.
I'm Adam Collins, and I know that I've earned this shot.
Dan's picture, he always looks so angry in it, and he's the nicest guy.
Yeah.
Deception.
All right, so there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Is the hype real? I certainly believe it is.
Disgrace.
The hype is real because, as you see, 16-5 versus 6-0. The last time Dan Murrell defended his championship against an undefeated rookie, Paul Oyama. came out with that victory against Dan Murrell. So you know that sticks in his head. Then the other thing is Dan Murrell's been playing this game for a long time, and everyone is always aiming for Dan Murrell. So Dan Murrell has been there before. But, well, maybe this guy is the next Dan Murrell. Maybe this guy's the next Dan Murrell. Dan Murrell is Dan Murrell. However, when you stare up against a guy like Adam the Coyote Collins, who has been in these other leagues before in this digital age, is an advantage right now to play behind the computer.
I want to see how Collins does in a live match.
Christian, his knowledge, obviously, but also with the help from the Queen of Corruption, manager.
So I'm going
to
probably hop out.
And so I think without
some
further
point during
ado,
the
it's
match
time
to do the
meet our managers. You're going to have Shannon Barney, the Queen of Corruption, and then on the other,
I'm going to be here to react to whatever it is at the end.
Little juice.
I won't be. I'm going to be doing it for Schmoes of the
whatever
North.
he goes by.
About the rest of us.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm in here. I'm not going anywhere.
I should be here.
Is he?
Where's Finstock?
All right.
Getting a note.
Did I call him by the wrong name?
All right. Getting a note. Bobby Gucci has informed producers he will not be able to make the match.
Huh?
So it looks like Dan will have to go into this match.
I know what's happening.
So,
okay.
So, all right. Well, Shannon, let's talk.
I knew it. I knew it.
Oh, no.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, who finds himself into the Schmoedown Spectacular? Somehow it's the Outlaw, ladies and gentlemen. Coach
Roka, Outlaw, can you step in to manage the Great One? Well, I'm here, and who better to do it against than the Queen?
Well, wait a minute. So this is not official here.
Yeah, no.
Shannon, I've got to ask you here. There has been no mention to me of Bobby Gucci not managing this match. So how do you feel about the Outlaw managing?
No, this is absolutely ridiculous. Nobody authorized this. You don't just swoop in on a championship match. Are you that desperate for attention that you just had to get in spectacular?
What's your crime? You want to bring it? Bring it. If not, keep it down.
You shut your mouth. This is my territory right now. You are not in the singles championship, so you can sit back and hang tight. And you know what? Just for your attitude, I'm going to allow it today. Because if you want to watch your teammate lose live, be my guest.
Wow. So you're accepting. You're accepting now.
Yeah, let him do his thing. Nobody cares.
All right, John. So you're going to act as acting manager. You will be managing the last match of the Finstock Exchange.
Gotta say, Shannon does it really well.
In the world. Where did I start this year? Managing Dan Murrell in a singles championship match. So I'm back to manage Dan Murrell, this time as the champion in the singles championship match. And the Queen, the Red Heart Queen, can drop all her edicts that she wants. But once these two guys get in the ring, it's toe-to-toe, mano-a-mano. My man's my brother, who's been to the mountaintop several times against the best this league has ever to offer. He's always stepped up to the plate, took care of me twice this year. Now Collins comes in. You did your thing, kid. Now let's see what you got. And Shannon, I love it. Toe-to-toe with you, the best. Let's do this thing.
Let's go, baby girl.
Okay, as much as I do want to ask the Outlaw, where did he get that Lon Harris Christmas ornament behind his right shoulder? I think I'd rather ask Shannon. Look, this is a curveball for sure, but you seem to be someone who it takes a lot to upset their game plan once we get into the actual match. So what's the conversation between you and the Coyote been like? How focused is he on getting that championship belt around his waist and further cementing this faction, not just as champions, which they already are, but as a faction for the ages?
Sure. First of all, the Outlaw being here changes nothing because he's not playing and he can run his mouth, but Adam's already taken care of him. So he's not here to be intimidated by anyone who looks like John Roca or sounds like an outlaw, first and foremost. Secondly, the conversation has been great. I'm going to say it again. Corruption
So Bidor has commented in the chat, you guys just wait for it, something is happening.
Yeah.
And then Haskell 420 went, Bidor,
yeah, no, she told
when our spirits
when we
are
got
down
off air
and we're trying
today,
to
she
figure
told
things out,
me
and he handles
the others
business.
that she
I told Adam
knew what was
earlier, I told
actually
him,
what happened and all the
this
spectacular.
match, you need to take Dan Murrell off his pedestal. Dan Murrell does not belong.
people are going, don't shush Bidor in the chat.
Adam has taken him off the pedestal, set him aside, and Adam understands that today he's not playing the GOAT.
Haskell 420, you know we don't talk Schmominati in public.
All right. Well, I love it. I love it when the kids get to play dress up. Let's do this thing. Come on.
All right, so the acting manager of the Finstock Exchange at the moment, the outlaw John Roca and Shannon Barney, the queen of corruption.
Because it doesn't exist.
The outlaw does his way to another spectacular as he is here managing his team's partner, the champion, Dan Murrell. Mark, what a setup it is, and the main event is moments away. Are you ready?
Someone comments, Roca already won Manager of the Year.
Already in this afternoon. We've learned that Brittany Young doesn't need to watch Christmas Vacation to ace a test. We now know that Kevin Smith isn't intimidated by German pop stars. And I just learned that if you take $5 to a dog, they'll come back with Starbucks. The one thing I have yet to know is this glorious
Someone comments,
blanket.
And this match wins Roca the Entrance of the Year award.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the movie trivia Schmodown. 5 rounds for the movie trivia Schmodown Singles Championship of the World. Introducing first, representing Corruption, with a record of 6 wins, no defeats, and 3 knockouts. He is the 2020 Ultimate Schmodown winner, Adam the Coyote Collins. Adam the Coyote Collins, challenger here in the main event against Dangerous Dan Murrell. Adam, let me start with this. There is a lot of talk that you and Dan are not only battling for the championship tonight, you are also battling for Singles Player of the Year. When you go up against someone like a Dangerous Dan Murrell, how do you prepare?
I've said it many times, Christian. I'm always prepared. I prepared for Dan Murrell when I started in the first round of the singles tournament, when I ended up playing that 2-bit Waco kid, Outlaw John Roca, who apparently exchange these days. You know, I was delivering a message.
I can see Roca's promo now.
Match and expecting Gucci to show his silly face, and John Roca interrupts. Honestly, nothing's going to disrupt me at this point because I've been prepared since day one, and every single
stickers on his whiteboard
has been an example of that.
All right, Adam, you're clearly coming to us live from the set of High Fidelity on Ice, which we appreciate. Unlike that character, you're not going through a tough breakup. The only tough thing you've had to deal with in the Schmodown Season 7 is that one team's loss. Does that still sting? Is that still in your head at all? Are you starting to maybe doubt yourself because you did finally have to taste a little defeat?
Correction. I didn't lose. The world lost because the movie Body of Lies exists, in which both Oscar Isaac and Mark Strong play people that aren't their race. But I digress. That
wow.
2 very specifically unique questions that were honestly a bit difficult and obscure to take us down. Deception put everyone on notice, like we said many times. And I went down with my partner by my side, Marisol McKee, and everyone was breathing a sigh of relief because they got off on a technicality because Deception was out of the tournament. But Dan is on equal footing. The Founding Fathers lost the final exam. It was a tough loss, but Dan and I are on equal footing. We've been focused on each other, and now it's time for destinies to meet.
All right. Well, the challenger is here in the ring. Good luck to you, sir. We'll see you in a moment. All right. And his opponent.
I like this, the entrance music.
Representing the Pinstock Exchange with a record of 16 wins, 5 defeats, and 8 knockouts. He is the 4-time and reigning undisputed movie trivia showdown champion of the world, Dangerous Dan Murrow. Dangerous Dan Murrow, the movie trivia showdown champion. Dan, this is actually only the second time and the only person to headline Spectacular twice. Now you got this undefeated.
Lego Millennium Falcon.
How do you make sure that the outcome is different this time than it was?
Just like that was in the background of Justin Trudeau's home.
Questions correctly would be a step in the right direction. But I also, the game evolves. The game has evolved this season, and not just digital to live, live to digital. We've been going back and forth. But the game evolves.
You lost weight.
You have to evolve with it. So I have done.
I have
prepared for this match.
That's it.
Prepare for every match differently. But you play the game and you play the player. That's what you have to do. That's what I've done for today. I have a very difficult opponent to face. I'm confident in my ability. I'm confident in his ability. And now it's just about playing the game.
Okay, Dan, I look behind you and I see Godzilla. I see hints of Jaws. I see Frankenstein's monster. And I see a bunch of villains. Now, your manager, a villain, not necessarily probable, Gucci, didn't show up today. And now John Roca is here to manage you. How do you make an adjustment? Is it actually maybe even...
Did you change it again, 50?
Over who?
50 chance of very
Who would have been managing me today without John here? Nobody. I'm in the same boat.
Like my head's about to fall off.
No managing this game. So this is a surprise to me. However, I can't think of anyone that I would rather have in my corner than John Roca. He's not just my partner in teams. He was my manager in Atlanta. He guided me through that game. He backed me on betting zero. He kept my head in the game when it looked like I was out. I have supreme confidence in his ability to get me through this game, whether I'm winning or whether I'm losing. It would have been great if my manager had showed up. I'm not going to lie. That's kind of what they're there for. But I can't think of anyone else that I would rather step in and who knows me uniquely as a player and how to get me through a game than John Roca.
Dan, I know that you're a different player than a lot of others, and that's obviously why you're considered the best to play the game. But the question I ask, when you go into these matches, obviously there's certain things that you think about and there's certain things that you don't. But I know that how much you've accomplished and you know what you've set in your legacy. But to become the first champion to ever defend the belt 3 times in one reign, to become the person to defend the championship again at the Spectacular.
I'm going to have to stand up.
Or do you think about that stuff after the match?
Yeah, I mean, of course they do. I before, like I have certain personal goals, and I am not the person that proclaims myself the GOAT. I leave that to other people. However, I'm very well aware that setting the mark that I could potentially set today.
Actually asked you about that.
By myself, and I'm always setting new goals for myself, new achievements, new things that I want to accomplish. And I know that there's a lot of people behind me, including the young man that I'm playing today, that are looking to take that title. So whatever I can do to distinguish myself at this point is just something else that the others that are playing the game are going to have to work that much harder to do.
All right, the movie trivia schmodown champion of the world, Dan Murrow. Good luck to you, sir. We are now going to bring in the challenger, the Coyote, Adam Collins.
All right.
Our competitors have entered the ring. The goosebumps are real. And Mark, how do the rules of round number 1 go?
Well, the rules of round number 1 of this match, Christian, anyway, to get it's a 5-round match, and in round number 1, going to feel like a regular run-of-the-mill round 1 with just a whole lot more weight behind it. Each question's worth 1 point. There's 8 questions in total. There's no penalty for missing a question. There is no stealing, at least not in round number 1 there ain't. In this 5-round match, you each have 3 usages of the JTE rule, named for that cute guy. If you're not sure you heard it once in a row, you want to buy yourself another 15.
What?
A JTE
He
rule.
said
You
name
also
for that
each have
cute
one
guy.
challenge.
I heard African guy. I was like, what?
5-round match. You may initiate the challenge, then we'll bring in your manager.
I'm now sitting on a gym ball.
Nice.
That's
Yeah.
the rules number 1 in this match, but I happen to have gotten my hands on an advanced copy of the rule book that's going to be available for everyone in season 8.
Wait, oh, there it is.
Right here, that you may not switch managers once the match has begun. So we're sticking to this. Once this match kicks off, John Roca's managing Dan Merle, and if Uchi decides to show up in round number 3, he is just spectating. He's not managing. That's correct.
That is correct, Mark Ellis.
Bring us Mass Cancer shirt.
All right. So we ask now the
Do
champion.
this.
Are you ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
The challenger, are you ready?
Yes, Christian, and I know more than you do.
Oh, I love that.
Let's get ready to Schmodown. 5 rounds for the Movie Trivia Schmodown Championship. All right, here we go. Question number 1. In the realm of action adventure, who starred in the 1970s action films Magnum Force, The Eiger Sanction, and The Gauntlet?
I have no idea.
No, there, Christian, realizing
think I
that's the
do.
last time you're going
I'm
to
going to throw in a guess.
get ready to Schmodown. It's time for the Schmodown this season.
This season. And I'm taking a little bit of a break. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Clint Eastwood.
Hands down, hands up, and Dan Merle.
Clint Eastwood.
Yes, sir. Adam Collins.
Nice guess.
Clint Eastwood.
Magnum Force is a Dirty Harry movie.
Next question.
I had it.
Johnson. We move on to question number 2, and that's in the 90s, or for Daniel Manager, the 1990s. Here's the question. For a point, Bill Paxton and Helen Hunt star in what 1996 disaster film?
96?
Where were you?
I know this. I know this.
Me too.
96.
I own it, but I haven't seen it yet.
Florida.
Were you on stage? Yeah, a little baby doing stuff.
Almost. 5, 4, 3,
I don't know.
2, 1. Pens down, hands up,
Twister.
please. And we start with
He's in it for the
Oh,
money.
okay, that makes sense.
Twister.
yes, sir. Dangerous Dan.
Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, baby.
2-2.
I've never seen Twister.
Our
Me
next
neither.
question. Question 3 in the realm of which Oscar nominee plays Amalfi in The English Patient?
Ooh, I know her name.
On that
Yeah.
Twister. Really like the movie, the song.
Nominee, not winner, then, eh?
For a second time, but we did get a flying
Oh my
cap.
God, what's her name?
Yeah, it's true. It's still one of my favorites. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I can see her.
Down, please.
Yeah.
And Dan Merle.
Ray Fiennes?
It is. Adam Collins.
Oh, I thought it was the female.
Great finds.
Me too.
3 as we
Me
get to
too. I thought it was the female.
Mark.
That's right. That's
Hell
what the
shit.
category.
I thought it was Ray Fiennes, but you said it was female, so I went with a female one.
Hey, then you can keep your point. Keep your point.
The first
Okay, thank you.
Oh, this is
in
easy.
the Harry Potter franchise.
Where?
I know this one.
Okay.
Me too.
Thank you.
You get it? Broadway? Because he's like an older guy, and he had a kid who I guess he doesn't like. Is that
5,
true?
4, 3,
I need to learn how to spell.
1. Pens down,
Chris
please.
Columbus.
Adam Collins.
Christopher Columbus.
Yeah. Dan.
Chris Columbus.
4, 4.
He's coming to America, then he directs Harry Potter movies. There's something that guy can do.
And the Home Alone movies too.
Yeah.
Question.
Yeah.
And Mrs. Doubtfire.
Fantasy sci-fi.
Oh, shit.
What actress co-stars alongside Johnny Depp as the character Angelica in the Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides?
I know this one.
I know this one, I think.
I think I know it.
I'm gonna go with 9.
Again, not sure about the spelling, but I know the answer.
Who cares that is the answer, right?
They were normal.
The last one they
90
did
minutes.
is actually pretty good.
4.
I haven't seen the last one yet.
The only one I don't
I
like.
like it a lot.
Down, please, and Dan.
Penelope Cruz.
Yeah, Penelope Cruz.
It is Adam Collins.
Penelope.
Penelope.
High game 5-5.
I got 2.
So far, as we get to number
Oh,
6.
And it's in the world of comedies. Just smile. Thank you. Your question, one that I'm so thrilled to ask. The Wayans brothers play 2 FBI agents who go undercover as 2 white women.
I hate that I know this. I hate that I know this movie.
Excellent.
Fell off the chair. I can see.
I'm going to be mad if they don't get this right.
Oh, they will.
5.
It's pretty iconic at this point.
3.
Yeah, but
1.
so is
White
Coming to
chicks.
America, and some of them got Coming to America wrong. And
Dangerous Dan.
I just bought that in 4K. I'm so
White
happy.
chicks.
White
As we get to our next
No, Coming to America.
left, and neither the champion nor the challenger has missed thus far. Here is the question in the realm of horror / thriller. Which actress led the 2000s remake of The Ring?
I know this one. Wait.
Those kids here, they still.
this is one of the horror movies that I have seen.
I've never had
I
confirmation.
know her name. I can't.
I think I know it, but I'm not.
Yeah.
1. Pens down.
Sarah Michelle Gellar.
No.
Naomi Watts.
Yes.
Yeah.
Was it Sarah
Collins.
Michelle Gellar in it?
Oh, I had the wrong one, so never mind then.
We are both the challenger and the champion
I
have
scribbled
7.
all that for
With
nothing.
this,
Okay, if I get the next one right, I'll be at a 50%.
So the Schmodown just started following
What happens
Schmoes of the
next,
North on
Mark?
Twitter.
What is
Nice.
Santa Claus already answered, but here's a holiday
Schmodown.
themed query in the world of animated movies, and it is: who voiced the character of the Grinch in the
Ooh, I know this one.
Oh, come on.
animated remake,
That's a long name to write.
which you and I saw together?
My 3-year-old niece loves this movie.
Yeah, we used to
Ain't
do
good.
It's cute.
And
I
5.
like the Jim Carrey one.
3,
Me too.
2, 1. Pens down, and Adam
Benedict
Collins.
Cumberbatch.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Perfect for Adam and for Dan.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Wow, perfect for Dan. So
Benedict.
here is where we
Oh,
are.
that's a good number.
We'll get the bonus question. Now, because they both got it, same as the previous 8, write it on the whiteboard, reveal it when it's time. 15 seconds to answer the question. All right, gentlemen, here is your question. What Oscar-winning actor co-stars with Alan Arkin and Michael Caine as Willie in the 2017 heist
Michael
movie
Caine.
Going Inside?
Okay.
Michael Caine.
Michael Caine.
Yeah.
I do not know this one, so
I'm taking a guess here.
That's true.
I got 4 right.
I've seen more movies with you than I've
So
seen
far.
my 5, 4, 3,
Total
2,
guess on my part.
1.
Morgan
Pens
Freeman.
down, please. And
That's my guess.
Morgan Freeman?
And Adam.
Oh, I got it right.
And Matt.
Both correct. 9-9.
Look, slow down. Follow it, Matt, for sure. You.
High
Right
ball
on.
game as we enter round number 2.
I like that. Awesome.
How does it go?
All right.
It's pretty cool.
Ladies, gentlemen, people of all ages, round number 2 is the wheel round. Oh my God, it's the last wheel of the season. The wheel of fate, doom, and ultimately justice will be dished out on set.
You know who subscribed to my channel a couple of months ago?
Categories once you settle on
Good Chronic.
genre.
Nice.
Nice.
4 questions in that world. Each question is worth 2 points. Now, if you're not sure of the answer, ask us for multiple choice. We'll give you 4 options, one of which we're certain is the correct answer. At that point, the value of the question goes down to 1. That is important to utilize because stealing is available in round number 2. If you miss the question, your opponent can swoop in, steal the answer, and get those points.
I think I'm going to do my high bun.
Kristen, we also have a tie here, and so let me see who is wearing more heavier belts. That's going to be Dan Merle and Gooch, the Outlaw, are going to be talking over whether Dan wants to spin first or defer to his wilderness-themed opponent. So 60 seconds on the clock to make that determination right now.
Start it now. Dan, great first round. Fantastic stuff. Great way to start. Good foundation. Got 4 more rounds to go. How you feeling right now going into the second round? Do you want to spin first? Do you want to defer? What's your gut telling you, brother?
I mean, it doesn't really make any difference to me. I like the wheel either way. So, why don't we – it's always good to have more information, right? So what do you think?
Yeah, that sounds good to me. That's worked for you in the past and worked for us in the past. So let's defer.
Let's defer. I'm going to defer to my opponent, Adam, the Coyote Collins.
All right. To remove Dan and John, going to bring back the challenger and Shannon Barney. Shannon, you got 60 seconds to talk to Adam starting now.
We love it. You're so fantastic right now. I know you're locked in the zone. I can see it in your face. We want to go first anyway, so that was a very generous offering on their part. How are you feeling? Talk to me, man.
Oh, I feel alert. I feel excited. I feel hungry. I'd like to.
It's been a while since you've eaten. Let's get that wheel up.
Yeah, me too.
All right, so the wheel is up, and here is the spin by the challenger. Winner's choice and opponent's choice not on the wheel here today. The champion has opted not to put those on. So here is
good spin, baby. Good spin.
All right, it's round and round it goes, Christian. It's looking good.
This side starting now.
I'd say he's gonna pass.
I honestly don't have a problem with this for you. I think it's specific, which you like. I think you're familiar with his stuff. I mean, what do you talk to me? What do you want to do? I think I know what you want. You tell me.
Well, he's about 100 years old. He's very prolific.
It's not wrong.
But you know what? I'm pretty familiar with his work. I say we keep it.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Go get it. You
All
got
right.
this.
Thank you, Shannon. All right, now we're going to bring back the champion. Adam, you got 4 questions in the realm, and make sure that both Shannon and John Roca have the hands up. They both do. All right, and we are going to start here, Mr. Collins, in the realm of Clint Eastwood. 4 questions. All right, here is your first question. In J. Edgar, who plays Clyde Tolson, the longtime companion of J. Edgar Hoover?
Hammy.
Yeah, so I was
2
thinking
points.
Army. Yeah, is that what it was?
In the film Richard Jewell, is the name Mark who notices a suspicious package that ends up detonating?
Oh fuck! What was the name of the field in that Atlanta?
Multiple choice.
Is it A, Fountain Ring Park, B, Sentinel Park,
I think
C, Georgia
D.
Authority Park, D, Atlanta Heritage Park?
Please repeat the options one time.
Did it once?
Because Matt said it.
Park, B, Sentinel Park, C, Georgia Authority Park, D, Atlanta Heritage Park.
Gotta close the window.
Five, 4, 3.
Sentinel Park.
It's correct for 1 point. All right. Question number 3. In 1997's Absolute Power, Clint Eastwood plays a thief who witnesses a terrible crime committed by the U.S. president. Played the president.
Gene Hackman.
2 more points.
Yeah.
And here is your final question here, Adam Collins. In which film does Clint Eastwood play a radio disc jockey in the town Carmel by the Sea?
What?
Play Misty for me.
2 more points. Adam Collins, 14-9, as he only goes to multiple choice once, gets it on the 1 point. So we're going to drop Adam out for the moment, bring back the outlaw. You're going to get 60 seconds to talk to Dan here before it's been John starting now. What's to say, Dan? He had a good second round.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he went to multiple choice. Clearly, he's not as strong of an American as we would like. But you said no part should be but we'll move on and see what you spin next. How are you feeling?
I feel great.
Yeah?
Spin it.
All right. Let's spin it. Well, we got this time. Jibber jab. Let's do it. So here is the spin, and the champion will have his turn to answer some questions here. And we see ourselves land on
Clint Eastwood.
Clint Eastwood again.
I'll answer his questions.
And
Centennial Park.
Centennial Park, yeah. Horror.
So
Dan's got this.
horror.
Okay.
I think it would be foolhardy. I like the whole wheel.
Okay.
I think it would be foolhardy for me to take horror against the winner of the horror free throw.
Yeah.
I think that's
Point taken.
Even though I have a pretty good track record on horror, I don't think it's a good idea just in case to take it against Collins. So I'm going to say spin again.
Makes sense. If you get it again, at least you're confident about it. So let's do it.
Exactly.
All right. Here it is. I find it's 2 rounds in.
So far, so good. We'll see what happens with this spin.
That's why he's the best.
Merle, if it made sense to do.
Okay.
Young adaptations.
All right. All right.
Young adult film adaptations.
Roper, and we're going to bring in the challenger. All right. So Dan Merle now will have 4 questions in the realm of young adults.
That's right. Young adult novel adaptations. Although they center around young adults, people of all ages can learn something new.
Yeah.
Dan, your first question for 2 points. Which actor plays Simon in 2018? I
don't know.
Love, Simon.
You think Chalamet?
No.
Nick Robinson.
Nick Robinson.
Oh, Nick Robinson.
Good one, Ben.
Nice.
For 2 points.
It's a good movie.
All right. Next question.
What I hear?
About smoking, or is it another one?
Adaptation for 2 more points. Zoe Dutch stars as Samantha Kingston, the young woman that keeps waking up on Cupid's Day, in which 2017 film?
Happy Valentine's Day.
No, ain't it Happy Birthday? No.
Hi, Dad. You're 4.
I think that's a young adult adaptation.
A, Before I Fall. B,
Before
Every
I
Day.
Fall.
C, Vampire Academy. Or D, Paper.
Vampire Academy.
I'm going to say B, Every Day.
B, Every Day is incorrect. So
Before I
for a
Fall.
score, I'm going to go to you. I'm going to repeat the question and then give you your multiple choice options before you wager a guess. Zoe Dutch stars as Samantha Kingston, a young woman that keeps waking up on Cupid's Day, in which 2017 film? Your multiple choice options. Is it
I
A,
know it's not
Before I
Paper
Fall,
Town.
B,
I think it's Vampire
Delevingne.
Academy.
Vampire Academy, or D, Paper
Vampire
Town?
Academy is
You'll
Bono's daughter.
forgive the correction. I believe it's Zoe Deutsch, and it's A, Before I Fall.
Yeah.
Sounds right to me on both accounts, and that is 1 point.
Her
1 point
mom
steal by
is,
the Coyote as he goes up now, 17 to 11.
Leah Thompson.
Questions left.
And your next question?
Yeah.
A, adaptations. Who stars as Cameron Post in The Miseducation of Cameron Post?
No idea.
Five,
Oh, not Chloe
4.
Grace Moretz, is it?
3, 2.
That's the one I had in mind for the Ring remake earlier. I couldn't remember her name.
As Cameron Post in The Miseducation of Cameron Post.
Yeah, I think that's her character's name, actually. I was just looking up on this movie the other day.
Should have taken horror, Dan. I'm just saying.
No, I know.
3, 2.
Multiple choice. I can see her face. I can't pull her name.
All right, your multiple choice options. Is it A, Zoe Dutch? Is it B, Chloe Grace Moretz? C, Anna Sophia Robb? Or D, Bella Thorne?
It's B, Chloe Grace Moretz.
That is correct for a point. Christian, query remaining for Dan Merle, and in all of round 2, it's a 5-point lead for Adam
Reading
Collins.
up
Dan
on
trying
it,
to
thinking
cut it
one
to
thing,
3.
thinking like Cameron
Before we
Post
head
was
into
like
round
another
number
character
3,
in the
and
movie,
Dan,
but no,
your
it's
question
her
to do
name.
just that. Nick O'Leary is a bass player that spends his night looking for his favorite indie band. Where's Fluffy
Nick and Nora's Infinite
in what
Playlist.
2008 film.
Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist. This is a good movie.
Okay.
Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist.
It just keeps going on, just like this match probably will. Christian, that's 2 points for
What's your name?
Michael Cera and Kat Dennings.
14.
Yeah.
Get into round number 3. It is the betting round. Mark, how's it go?
It is the betting round because we are going to Vegas in a virtual lawnmower man style, of course. A category is going to be selected from the wheel. We get that from a spin by the hand of whoever's in the lead. So the Coyote going to be spinning that wheel. Once we settle on said genre, then we're going to hear one question asked to the field. Here's where the bet comes in. Once you hear the category, we need each competitor to wager a series of their points. You may wager as little as 0 point. You can wager as many as 3 points. Here's the rub. You get that ensuing question correct, you get that many points. If you miss the question, you lose that amount of points. So choose how many points you want, but choose wisely. Christian, it's going to be a spin by the coyote that determines that category.
All right, so we are going to bring the wheel up, and here is the spin.
I hope it's animated. I need some points for myself.
All right, sounds like the crowd getting in.
No!
Yes!
Animated.
Yep.
Animated films. All right, animated films. All right, awesome. So we are going to remove both John and Dan at the moment here. Shannon, you got 30 seconds to decide how many points you want to bet starting now.
First of all, you crushed it in the second round. I'm so freaking proud of you. Way to get that lead. It's not huge. We got 3 points up on him. So let's bet smart here. I think you're pretty comfortable. How are you feeling? Talk to me. Talk to me in GOAT.
Yeah. We could go Billy or Pan. It's tempting to go Black Phillip. And Mr. Tumnus is always on the table as well. But
3 seconds.
Yeah. Do you want to do Black Phillip or Mr. Tumnus?
2. And
I'm actually going to go with Pan.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Shannon. Thank you, Adam. Going to bring back Roca and Dan. All right, guys, you got 30 seconds to decide how many points starting now.
All right, Dan, code words. Code word. Code word. Code word. Code word. But maybe code word. What's your thoughts?
I think that, we discussed something before.
Yeah.
I think that could be a smart strategy, very
Okay.
possibly. But doing the math in my head, I think maybe a slightly adjusted strategy could be in order. You always have to play out all the scenarios. So, yeah, I'm thinking a little bit adjusted from what we talked about before.
3 seconds.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Okay,
Code
very
word,
nice. Did the
All
same
right.
thing, but without
All
any
right,
freaking
so
code
thank you
words.
to John Roca. All right, going to bring back Adam Collins here. All right, gentlemen. So at the count of 3, please make sure that I'm going to count down from 3. Please, in private chat, put your amount of points. Here we go. Adam, 3, 2, 1. All right, so here we go. Here is the question in the realm of animated films. Here it is. Henry Selick directed this holiday animated film featuring the characters Jack and Sally.
Oh, Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah.
Yes.
To your mark. Already on the answers, excuse me, and it is intense as it would be.
I'm trying to think of the answer myself, Christian.
And 5.
I didn't know if we're still writing it after you said it out loud, but okay.
1. Pens down, please. All right. Dan, how many points?
I wagered 2 points.
And you said?
The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Adam Collins, how many points?
1.
And you said?
Ooh.
Both correct. So Dan Merle winds up picking up a point here. Excuse me, cuts it within 2 now. 18-16 with Colin still in the lead as we make it to the round number 4.
You're doing great, baby. You're doing
great.
Thank
you, Roca. Thank you. I appreciate the encouragement I'm getting from both managers. And now it's time for the reading of the rules of the speed round. This show's about to hit lightning mode. Once we hit 88 miles an hour, I can't say the rest of that quote. In the speed round, the competitor has 10 questions. 10 questions are just not at the same time. For while one of you is in the speed round, the other one will be removed to an entirely different screen where they cannot see or hear any of the questions being asked. Each question is worth 1 point. If you miss the question by wagering a guess incorrectly, you lose a point. You have another option. You hear a question, you're not sure of the answer, you don't want to risk losing a point, simply say pass. We'll move on to the next question. Provided there's time left in that 60-second window, after I've administered the first 10 questions, I will return to any questions you did say pass to. However, you're never under any pressure to actually wager a guess for a particular question. So, Christian, the way we do things in the speed round is the Coyote, Adam Collins, who's in the lead right now, is going to have his choice. Adam, would you like to be in the speed round first and hear those 10 questions and get it over with, or do you want to defer to your opponent?
You have 60 seconds to discuss it with your manager.
Well, you know, Shannon, when I was very young, my wisdom teeth grew in early, and the dentist offered to let me wait a couple years and get them extracted or cut right through the gums and take them out. What do you think I picked?
Of course you're going to cut through the gums and take them out. You don't waste time.
Let's hit that speed round.
Let's go, baby. You got this.
Adam Collins is going to go first, but because we want to give John and Dan equal time to talk here because they won't be able to talk later, we're going to remove Adam for a moment, and we're going to bring back John and Dan. John, you have 10 seconds to talk to Dan before we have to drop him to the next room. Dan?
It's no strategic advantage or disadvantage. I won't know how he did anyway. So it doesn't matter to me. I'll go hang out. I'll relax and I'll be back after this.
All right, let's take 23 other seconds to talk about our wisdom teeth. When did you get yours out? I got mine out when I was 25.
I was born without wisdom teeth. I have none.
That's even more incredible that you have that much knowledge without the wisdom teeth or needed to make a big deal about them. I'm pretty impressed by you, my man.
I was born without wisdom.
All right. Thank you very much. We're going to remove. I will leave. Jump in the room. John, just make sure your hands are up during this round, please. And same with you, Shannon. Dan has been put into the other room. Ready when you are.
Still recovering from that story of childhood trauma. So, Adam, before we get into the actual speed round, I'm going to refresh you of a couple of the rules. Remember, there is a penalty for missing a question. You can just say pass. Regardless of whether you wager a guess, get it right, get it incorrect, or say pass, I'm not going to tell you if it is correct or incorrect. I'm simply going to move on to the next question. We won't reveal whether you got any question right or wrong until after both competitors have had a chance to enter the speed round. All that makes sense to you, okay?
It does.
All right. We don't need a break background. Black is just fine for this intense speed round match. Adam, last thing to note is that I will come back to any questions you did say pass to, but again, you don't have to ever answer a question. You can continue to say pass. The speed round is not going to begin
when I have to hop off, just don't forget that I'm still leading the stream, so you're going to have to
Then we'll start the clock, and we want to make sure you can see that clock on your
Okay, why don't we do that
Just
now?
get it queued up.
Okay.
All right. And I'm just going to ask you one quick practice question just to make sure our connection is okay. Adam, how often do you floss?
Every day.
I'm not sure if he's telling the truth, but that should be the correct answer. Okay, Adam, good enough for me. And your speed round is about to begin now. Who plays FBI agent Nelville Flynn in Snakes on a Plane?
Samuel Jackson.
Samuel L. Jackson.
Which actress appears in Charade, Roman Holiday, and My Fair Lady?
Audrey Hepburn.
What year saw the release of The Godfather Part
1991.
1990.
Anthony Minghella directed Matt Damon in what 1999
The Talented
film?
Mr. Ripley.
The Talented Mr. Ripley.
Who plays military advisor Nathan Algren in The Last Samurai?
Tom Cruise.
Who provided the score for Frankenweenie and Dark Shadows?
Danny Elfman.
Yeah.
Who won Best Actor for The King's Speech?
Colin
Firth.
Yeah.
Who directed Good Will Hunting?
Gus Van Sant.
Gus Van Sant.
Which actress appears in the films Contagion, The Royal Tenenbaums, and Shallow Hal?
Gwyneth Paltrow.
Yeah.
How many total installments of the Middle Earth films did Peter Jackson direct?
6.
Well, 6.
Fine.
Your speed round is complete.
I missed 2.
Thank you very much. All right, Adam Collins.
One because I could.
I'm going to drop you into the room, please, and we're going to wait for the champion to return. And we are back. Dangerous Dan Murrell is here. Mark, take it away.
All right, Dan, just like I told your counterpart, the Coyote, you are now entering the speed round. Before we get going, I remind you of a couple rules, is that you can say pass to any question you're not sure of if you don't want to risk losing a point, because you do lose a point if you miss a question, but you gain a point if you get it correct. Regardless, I'm not going to tell you whether an answer was correct or incorrect. I'm simply going to move on to the next question. We won't assess penalties or who got what questions right until after you've completed your speed rounds. All that makes sense, okay?
Yeah, sounds great.
All right. Once again, you can say pass to anything. I'll come back to it, provided there's still time left in the 60-second window. You never have to wager a guess. You can continue to say pass. And just to make sure our connection is okay, I'm going to ask you a question. This practice for no points. Dan, who's the greatest running back in the history of Florida State football?
Oh, well, probably not the greatest, but my most memorable one's Greg Jones was a monster my freshman year at Florida State.
Looking for Warwick Dunn or Burt Reynolds?
I mean, it is, but, come on, I got to go with
You Okay.
Yeah,
so
Burt Reynolds
here we
was
go,
a
Dan.
star quarterback
Your
of,
time in
college
60
football.
seconds does not
Yep.
start.
No shit, I didn't know that.
The first question. So just to be safe, Christian, can we put that timer up there so Dan, make sure Dan has a visual on it? Dan, you see that okay?
I do. I'm going to have my eyes closed anyway, but yes, I see it on the screen.
You do you, sir. Your speed round is about to begin. Now, who plays FBI agent Melville Flynn in Snakes on a Plane?
Samuel L. Jackson.
Which actress appears in Charade, Roman Holiday, and My Fair Lady?
Audrey Hepburn.
What year saw the release of The Godfather Part 3?
Pass.
Anthony Minghella directed Matt Damon in what 1999 film?
The Talents of Mr. Ripley.
Who plays military advisor Nathan Algren in The Last Samurai?
Tom Cruise.
Who provided the score for Frankenweenie and Dark Shadows?
Danny Elfman.
Who won Best Actor for The King's Speech?
Colin Firth.
Who directed Good Will Hunting?
Gus Van Sant.
Which actress appears in the films Contagion, The Royal Tenenbaums, and Shallow Hal?
Gwyneth Paltrow.
How many total installments of the Middle Earth films did Peter Jackson direct?
6.
What year saw the release of The Godfather Part 3?
Come on, Dan.
1990.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Nailed them all.
So those all the questions for Dan Merle and for Adam Collins. All right, and we are back. Now, in the history of speed round and digital so far, this is the easiest one that I can say so far. Both competitors got 10 out of 10. Damn. The question correct. So, go after which ones were which. They got every single one. They got them correct. So right now,
No TKO today.
moment is Collins 28, Merle 26.
This is definitely
as we
living
head
up to what it
into
should be.
The fifth round, the championship round. Mark, how's it go?
The rules of round number 5, as read and performed by a guy who still has all of his wisdom teeth. We need 3 numbers from each competitor. We need 3 numbers from each of you. These numerals may range from 1 to 20. Each integer corresponds to a different corner of movie trivia schmodown know-how. Your first question is going to be worth 2 points. Your following questions worth 3 points. Your last question worth 5 of the biggest points of at least your waist's life, because it could mean a belt is either going to continue to adorn that waist, or
Okay,
it's
I'm gonna
newly going
pop
to
out
join.
now. I'll
said
see you guys afterwards.
Okay. Hang on it.
I'll remind everybody viewing that there is no penalty for missing a question, nor is there stealing.
I may be a frozen caveman lawyer, but don't we get 60 seconds with our players before the start of the fifth round?
Yes, rookie. Relax, though.
All right. I just wanted to make sure. I just may be a caveman. I don't know your way.
Good reference. Good reference.
Thank
you.
you.
All right. So first, Adam, go ahead and give your numbers.
7, 2, and 9.
7, 2, and 9 for the challenger, and for the champion.
8, 16, and 1.
8, 16, and 1. All right. So we're going to start with the challenger here. Shannon, got 60 seconds to talk to Adam going into this round, starting now.
Oh my God, Adam Collins. I don't even think that I think you ripped your wisdom teeth out on your own, like without anesthesia. I think you just pulled them out yourself. You're like, amazing, amazing. You have all your repeats left. If anything sounds funny, you've got a challenge. You've got 2 points on them right now. You deserve to be here. You have 3 questions to answer, all of which are within your brain. You can do this. I believe in you. We all believe in you. This is your moment. Dan is not your superior. He's not your idol. He is your competitor. He is your equal. And right now you got the edge on him. So let's keep that. Stay focused, baby. You got this. I'm so proud of you. Let's go. Let's go.
Shannon Barney with the pep talk to the competitor. And now John Roca, 60 seconds to talk to the champion, starting now.
Dan, we claw with our fingernails for that extra inch every day. How you feeling, brother? Great first 4 rounds. We've been to this mountaintop many times, brother. We know 1 round does not mean anything. It's what happens at the end of all 5 rounds. So how are you feeling now walking into this, man?
I feel great. We talked about this, John. Well, like I said, before I even knew you were managing me, we talked about this.
Yep.
This was the strategy to get here, to be in this position, to get to round 5. I'm sorry to say, not everyone has, and to play the game. This is the reason they call it the championship round. I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited to hear these questions.
I can feel your energy. I love it. I'm feeding off it myself. It's been a joy and an honor to manage you in this situation. This is going to be a lot of fun. We'll see what happens. He's got a 2-point lead. We'll see how this all plays out. But I'm proud of you, and those are good numbers. So let's do this thing.
All right. Thank you, John Roca. Thank you to Shannon Barney and to the champion and the challenger. Here is the 5th and final round. All right. Dangerous Dan Murrell, you
8
chose
hours.
category
Wow.
8. Crime film. In order to tie the game and put it back to Adam Collins in the world of crime. Which actor stars as Sergeant Tommy Saunders in the film Patriots Day?
Mark Wahlberg.
For 2 points, and the game is tied back to Adam Collins, who chose category number 7, Mark.
Just like that, we are deadlocked once again, and Adam Collins selected number 7 for his 2-point question. To take a 2-point lead, Joe Theismann's number corresponds to the category of comic book movies.
Oh, boy.
And your question, Mr. Coyote, for 2 points. What was the first film that Tom Holland portrayed the character of Peter Parker / Spider-Man?
Captain America Civil War.
Captain America Civil War.
That was an easy question.
That is correct for 2 points. Adam Collins back on top.
All right, so now Dan Murrell, who chose category 16. This is the 2010s, so anything from 2010 and 2000 to 2019, Dan. So 2010s. All right, here is your 3-pointer. 3-pointer. Here it is. Who plays the mobster Mickey Cohen in the film Gangster Squad?
Johnny Depp?
I think it's DiCaprio.
Looking for Sean Penn. Looking for Sean Penn. So Dan misses that one. So now
the
5-pointer is on the line. Dan Murrell hits it. It bounces back to Collins. However, if Dan misses the 5-pointer, Adam Collins will become the new movie trivia Schmodown champion. Dan, you chose category number 1. That would bring you to the world of spy films. Spy films. All right. Here is the question. All right. Name the 2 co-leads of the 2003 spy thriller, The Recruit.
He's got 2 GDs.
Colin Farrell and Al Pacino.
That is correct. Dan Murrell hit the 5-pointer, and so Adam Collins is going to have to answer some trivia in order to take the title away from Dan Murrell. All right, so we see ourselves with 33-30. So Adam Collins right now can tie the game. At the very least, tie the game with his 3-pointer mark. He chose category number 2.
He did, Christian, and to tie the game and perhaps set himself up for a win, he chose the category of comedy. We don't giggle because it's way too serious at this point, but nevertheless, the world of yuck movies now could see Collins tie with Dan Murrell. And your question. Seth Green, Matthew Lillard, and Dax Shepard go on a camping trip to find D.B. Cooper's gold in what 2004 film?
Without a paddle.
Without a paddle.
An all-time classic, and Christian, we're tied up. Now Collins has a chance to win it outright.
How interesting it is. So
Come on,
here's where we are.
Sundeath.
If Collins hits it, he's the new champion. If he misses, we go to sudden death. All right, Mark, he chose category number 9. That would be in the realm of thriller.
What this match is, so it's appropriate for the time. 5 points. Adam Collins. It doesn't really matter what the point value is unless you play fantasy, because you just need one of these points and you will be the new Movie Trivia Schmodown Singles Champion of the World. And your question. Boaz Yankin directed Jason Statham and Chris Sarandon in what 2010's action film?
Is that an Israeli guy? Boaz Yakin.
5, 4.
Repeat the question.
First one.
That's correct. World of Thrillers. Boaz Yankin directed Jason Statham and Chris Sarandon in what 2010's action film?
Five, 4, 3.
Repeat the question.
Second one.
All right, one remains. Boaz Yankin directed Jason Statham and Chris Sarandon in what 2010's action film?
Five, 4.
I'll use the last repeat since we're in regulation.
Last one.
All right, in the world of Thriller, Boaz Yankin directed Jason Statham and Chris Sarandon in what 2010's action film?
Is that one of the great movies?
I have no idea.
And 5, 4, 3.
The Bank Job.
And we're going to sudden death. We go to sudden death. The answer, Mark,
safe,
was safe. Safe was the answer. Sudden death, the first, I believe, ever in main event history. Wow. We are going to sudden death. And Mark, how do the rules of sudden death go?
Sudden death works like this. It's going to feel a lot like round number one, to be honest with you, except obviously the stakes could not be more well done. In the overtime sudden death round, we call it sudden death for a reason. A question will be asked to the field of competitors like round one. You have your whiteboard and utensil still operational, and you function those to form an answer. We ask you by name to reveal your answer after 15 seconds. Please do so. If you both get it right, you each get a point, and we move on to the next question. If you both miss the question, you do not lose a point. You maintain your point value, and we move on to the next question. Should one of you get the question correct and the other miss it, the correct answer or is the new Movie Trivia Schmodown Champion of the World.
All right, so same thing. We're going to have 60 seconds here. Shannon, you got to talk to Adam starting now.
Adam, you've been here before. This is a no-pressure situation for you. You killed it in sudden death before. This time it's against Dan Murrell. He's been here too. I think, can we all take like a potty break? I have a feeling we're going to be here for a while. I have a feeling that this is going to get dirty. Adam, I have all the faith in the world in you. I hope that you have all the faith in the world in yourself. You absolutely can do this. Forget about that 5-pointer. Drop it. It's in the past. All that matters are the questions that are going to be in front of you right now. So settle in. Focus, brush that moment off. You still deserve to be here. You can do this, okay? How are you feeling? Yeah. Any last words? Any last words, Coyote?
I'm still hungry.
Well, then let's eat. Let's friggin' eat.
All right. Well, there you go. Thank you, Shannon. And now we have John Roca, 60 seconds.
Let's put 60 seconds on the clock. Dan, what a match, man. Here we go. Sudden death. You love sudden death. You got houses in sudden death. You've been here so many times, my man. I love it. You've taken people to task in sudden death. Let's have some fun. Answer these questions. Roll on through here and see what happens. Dude, you played a hell of a match. I mean, you had to power through that terrible young adult category with some of those 5-pointers in there. You navigated it out, toughing it out. Champions tough out victories, sometimes against tough opponents. Certainly Collins has proved to be a tough opponent. Now we're into the sudden death, and we'll see what happens. But I got nothing but faith and love for you, man. Let's do this thing.
I've forgotten what it's like to play a championship match, not in sudden death. So just do it.
All right. So thank you to John. Thank you to Shannon. All right. The champion is here. The challenger is here. I asked the champion, are you ready?
Yeah.
And the challenger, are you ready?
I am.
All right, just a reminder, you both have one JTE rule throughout this, and here we go. Who plays the villainous Captain Barbossa in the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise?
No categories given in sudden death, Christian. Just question and answer.
Wow, I'm barely conscious enough to write at this point.
5, 4.
What time is it there for you, 50?
1. Pens down, please. And Dan Merle.
Jeffrey Rush.
And
that's
Adam
the-
Coyote Collins.
Okay.
Jeffrey Rush.
Both correct. And now, Mark, question number 2.
All right. Question number 2 for a point. Who played Jack Twist in the film Brokeback Mountain?
You're in the Heath.
Scribbling furiously.
Yeah, it's either Heath or Gyllenhaal.
Yeah, I don't know which one, so I took a 50-50
5,
shot.
4, 3,
Gyllenhaal.
1. Pens down, Adam Collins.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Dan?
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Both correct. As we now get to our next question here. Here's our next question, gentlemen. All right, here is the third question in the in the sudden death round. Here it is. All right. Who plays Laramie Seymour Sullivan, also known as Dwight Broadbeck, in 2018's Bad Times at the El Royale?
I'm going to take a huge guess just because I know he was in the movie.
Laramie Seymour Sullivan. Actually, let me, guess.
Question
I'm guessing.
phenomenal by the writing team by the way here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, and Dan Merle.
Hey, Batista.
Hemsworth.
And Adam Collins.
Chris Hemsworth.
Looking for John Hamm.
So that
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
John Hamm. Both of them had the opportunity there, but they both missed. As to our next question.
Weirdly, I was
and
thinking
Mark-
Chris Hemsworth as well, but then I was
Keep
like,
missing the
no,
same
it's
question
someone
for the
else,
same
and then
answer.
I was
Just put them
still
on a
wrong.
team together for crying out loud.
Well, don't give
Wasn't
don't give
Daisy
any,
Ridley in
ideas
that
here.
movie?
Next question. Yeah, we do have season 8.
Yeah,
right
because
around
I
the
saw
corner.
Laramie. I
Your next
have a
question
friend
for a
named
point.
Laramie, so I thought, oh, it's a girl.
Who voices Spider-Ham
Oh,
in
John
Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse?
John Mulaney.
Both these guys really going after it.
Sense of dread when they write that quickly because you know you're asking another question.
Yep. 5,
For
4,
the record, I had it before you said
2,
it.
1. Pens down, please. Adam Collins.
John Mulaney.
And Dan Merle.
John Mulaney.
John Mulaney, correct. As we get to our next question here in the speed round. All right, gentlemen, here it is. Here is the question.
I think
All
I'll
right.
go over 40.
Which actor voices Yogi Bear in the 2010 film Yogi Bear?
This I don't know.
Talk about reaching down, diving deep. Pulling
Yeah,
the
go
quick.
Who's gonna strike first and last? 5,
No one's
4,
going to know this name.
3, 2, 1. Dan Merle.
Is it Dan Aykroyd?
And Adam Collins.
Dan Aykroyd.
Correct. All right. So
I went with Israeli
All right,
comedian.
here we
Oh,
go.
no.
Continue on.
Is Bear.
Sudden death overtime.
in
Your question. In the film Get Smart, which Godfather actor plays the President of the United States?
these two are just, I mean, this is one of the best singles championship matches we've ever seen here, Mark, as we still ain't over. And
I have no
5,
idea.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Adam Collins.
James Caan.
Dan.
James Caan.
Both correct. And now we go back to yet another question here, ladies and gentlemen. Here is the question. Here it is. Who directed Jack Nicholson in the feel-good comedy The Bucket List?
This I don't know.
Watch this and start thinking about all-time matches. I believe 9 is the record for most overtime questions. Is that Canopic Cushing?
It's certainly possible. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Dan Murrell.
I had Charlie Bucket.
And Adam Collins.
Rob Reiner.
And your winner! Movie Trivia Schmoedown Champion of the World, Adam the Coyote Collins. Rob Reiner was the first competitor to ever go 7-0, and he is the undefeated Movie Trivia Schmoedown champion of the world. And in order to do it, he had to take Dan Murrell deep into sudden death to do it. Adam, unbelievable. And we are now going to be joined by
So I got 16
Jens
there.
Berger, who has, Jens Berger, who has both canon and the new Movie Trivia Schmoedown champion of the world, Adam the Coyote Collins.
Adam, it is crazy seeing.
Well, at least Finstock Exchange dropped down to fourth
break
place.
a little bit of a tear, and was that a smile I saw? I'm just not. I'm not used to these emotions coming from your face. Tell me what was going through your mind during that sudden death.
Just making sure that I remembered the entirety of film history, which is my job. And it's a simple task, but one that I've been doing my best to master this season. And if I crack a smile, it's because my stomach's finally.
Manager of the year now after this.
Shannon, you've got to be absolutely thrilled with not only his performance today, but his performance.
Although Winston still has the case,
but I
and
have to
vote
ask
for
you,
Winston.
so many people must have been counting him out coming up against Dan Murrell.
I think it's between Winston and Shannon.
Worry about him during this match.
Absolutely not.
Shonen Entertainment Network just said, "Stick
I'm
around."
very aware that that's not the actual sound a coyote makes, but if I tried to mimic that sound, it would be ridiculous. So we're getting howls, whether you like it or not. Jen, you're familiar with that. You know what I'm talking about. I get a little oh from you. Can I get it? Can I get it for Brad, for the world? Yeah, baby. Look, this
I'm guessing it's Mike Chance and Adam Collins.
Oh, that's right. Was I worried about the coyote? No, I wasn't worried about the coyote. We knew what we were up against. No one bets against Dan Murrell. That was part of the course. It was to be expected. Adam didn't go into this match thinking he was going to be the favorite to win, nor did he think he deserved to be the. He didn't go in with that attitude. There's no chip on his shoulder. There's no pegs to knock Adam down because Adam is the chillest guy I have ever met. He's a stoic little coyote. He knows his worth. He knows what he's capable of doing. He knows his strengths. He knows he doesn't really have a whole lot of weaknesses. So no, I'm not. I don't worry about him. I'm so proud of him. I just feed him at very strategic times.
Adam, you've had such an amazing run. You've gone 7-0, which makes you time with Sam Levine. Like, tell me what that does. Like, how are you feeling about this right now?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know if this means that the fans are going to consider me for Rookie of the Year finally. We'll see. Fingers crossed. But no, honestly, the statistics are very good. That's some good company to keep, including my opponent today. And even though I had to, bite him and chew on him a little bit, it pains me to admit this. I do respect him. I'll say it one time. I do respect him. But yeah, it's quite a legacy thing, and earning 5 more points to cushion our victory as the #1 faction. It would have been great to win the faction war in general, but to bring home the singles championship on top of it, and to have it be a match that is worth watching, we're very proud.
Shannon, you've managed team champions, a singles champion, free-for-all 2 winner, 2 tournament winner. I mean, I've lost track at this point. Are you manager of the year or what?
I better freaking be. Come on now. What else do I have to do? This is the coveted title. This is the one that matters most to all of you nerds out there, right? Nothing else matters, whether we come in first, whether Chance wins or loses, whatever Mike does. All that matters is the belt. Well, guess what? We got a belt, and we got the best belt there is.
So many people counted you out, though, at the beginning of this season, Shannon, because you obviously got off to a slow start. But once you really got rolling, obviously, things just kind of took off. I mean, you've got a lot of decisions to make, obviously, coming up. Does this cement the Coyotes' place on your team?
Absolutely. There's a little treat for you. Coyote's going nowhere. Listen, Coyote wanted to join the best faction in the Schmodown, which is why he wanted Corruption. Corruption is the best faction in the Schmodown. The first best faction in the Schmodown. He wanted to be a champion. He didn't come here to play nice and make friends with you all and make you like him. He came here to win a friggin' belt, and he did that today.
Well, I have to bring in, since you are saying you're going to lock down the Coyote right now, I actually have to bring in Christian Harloff to just make this all on the up.
Oh, you're going to rain on my parade? What do you want?
I'm rain on anyone's.
Come on.
Ask a question here, too, because there is the option on the table because of this match. Because of this match, you have 7 days from today to lock in your 3 players. Do you choose to do that? Do you know now? Do you want to make a decision? How do you feel about it? What do you want to do?
No pressure, Harloff. No pressure. You know what? I'm in a good mood. Today's a good day. The Queen doesn't need a week to make decisions. The Queen knows what she wants. And I'd be happy to oblige you.
What you're making your final decision right now?
I am making my final decision right now. So write it down, record it, stamp it on your dumb little foreheads, whatever you got to do, because Adam Collins, Chance Ellison, and Mike Kalinowski are staying with Corruption.
Ow. So.
Oh, and one other thing. Let's make something very, very clear here going into next season. Any of you looking to poach my 2 ladies, Marisol and Laura, if you dare try it, I swear to God, I will make next season a living hell for you. And if you think I'm bluffing, try me. Get your hands out of my cookie jar. There's plenty of talent for the rest of you. Don't test me.
We are talking about war. Well, let me just say this one, just to let all the factions out there know. We don't need those 7 days. As of the end of this event, free agency has started. All of the managers can approach anybody from any faction right now because Corruption's 3, they're locked. You can't go after Kalinowski. You can't go after Collins. You can't go after Chance. Everyone else on the board. Now, whether you want to deal with Shannon or not, that's up to you, but everyone else on the board. So Collins, new champion. Congratulations. You had something to say.
Just that if they come near anywhere, Marisol or Laura, I'll give them rabies.
Fair enough. All right.
Listen, happy hunting, nerds, just not on my property.
Well, congratulations, Jen. Thank you very much. Thank you, Shannon. And congratulations to the new Movie Trivia Schmodown champion, Adam Collins. Now, back to
congratulations.
All right, Mark. Well, there you go. The new Movie Trivia Schmodown champion of the world, the Coyote, Adam Collins, becomes the first person to ever go 7-0 and ties Sam Levine's 7 straight victories. Sam did it from season, I believe, up until 4 until 5, as where Adam Collins did it all in one season. But what a run it is by Adam Collins. And now we see, but by the way, what a match it was. Great main event. Dan made him fight all the way to the end for it, took him to sudden death. But now we're going to go to Jen Sturger, who is with Dan Murrell.
Dan, it's always great seeing you. I just wish it was under better circumstances for yourself. That was an amazing match, and honestly, nothing to obviously hang your head about. What were you feeling going into that sudden death?
I mean, obviously, I'd been there before, and it's a pick-em when you get to that point. When you look at how I've done, particularly in championship matches this year, I've been, one question better in every single one of it. And when you look at the kind of competitor that gets to a singles championship, just the odds say at some point the other person is going to be one question better than you're going to be. So I came into this game with one goal, having seen Adam's, previous matches and seeing how he TKO'd and KO'd a lot of his opponents. I said, I don't want to lose this. I want to make him win it. And that was my goal because I know he's a good player. And so there's always things that I could go back and say I would have done differently. Oh, if I bet 3 instead of 2, or, oh, if I've been able to remember Chloe Grace Moretz's name, I'd have 1 more point, etc. That second round wasn't great for me. But, I think ultimately it was such a small number of points. It came down to I got him exactly where I game planned him to be. I said I want to take him to the end, and I want to make him answer questions. That's what we did. I'm proud of how I played, and I feel like, it sounds weird. I feel like I had something to prove coming into today because so many people looked at Adam and said, oh, well, he's a better class of player. He's a new class of player. He's too good. Dan can't keep up. He's obviously, from this new school. And I think that I proved that I'm still capable of hanging in with anybody in this league. I'm not old news. I'm still very relevant. And I look forward to working my way back up.
Whoever says Dan Merrill is old news.
Bonjour.
Is...
Bonjour.
Hello. You do realize that there was a really important match today that you kind of missed.
Yeah, but I knew what was going to happen. What was going to happen and what's been happening all year. The Finstock Exchange has been losing. That's what I knew was going to happen, unfortunately. So I had bigger fish to fry. Like calling people, trying to rebuild. You know what I mean? Things like that. Those are the kind of operations I've been up to. Look, leaders, they lead. Followers follow. Look, you got to look at Dorkface Bateman. You know what I mean? The Dorkfest. He ruined everything. That guy is the worst. Okay? Now, upon drafting the 4, supposed best players in the league, we did pretty much nothing but lose. And that's just the facts of that. Now, Dan, great game. You played a great game, but everybody knew the outcome. Everybody knew what was going to happen, including me. That's why I had to take a trip to La Cunada, over here. I walked there, debating what's going on in life. That's what we're doing here. Now, look, so, you're the greatest of all time, but the greatest of all time really didn't do anything for my team this year.
Oh my God.
Excuse me?
Wow.
I mean, I'm going to, between Dorkfest, Riley, and yourself, I think the greatest of all time is now John Roca.
Oh my God.
He was the one who carried our team. Him, Craig, the Barbarian, and Andrew DiMolante. Those are the 3 people who kept the Finstock Exchange alive. That was it.
Sure.
That's it.
Dan, do you have anything to say to this?
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. He's got DiMolante had a great tournament run. He plays in one league that plays twice a year. Barbarian had a great run. But I didn't do anything for this league. I'm sorry, because I missed the part where every match that I played this year was a must-win for the exchange because for one reason or another, nobody else seemed to be able to pull their weight. I think I was the one that was in a position to win points for this exchange all year.
Well, because that's because you were riding John Roca's coattails. He had the best season. He did. Now, look, Dan, you got to look at it this way. What have you done for me lately, world? You've done nothing. And I haven't said this in a real long time, and it's and I also said it to a person who also deserved it. Bottom line, you're a loser.
Wow.
Okay. Well, I guess that's it.
Wow. What is Dan? What is that all about? He's completely wrong about that. You've been the star of the team. If it wasn't for you've defended the belt so many times. You've led the way with what the Finstock Exchange has done here. You've been great on the singles side of things, delivering fantastic games. He's insane to say such a thing. That is crazy that I had the best season. I had so many losses in singles and teams and what have you, and you won matches, man. I don't know what he's talking about. I really don't.
You did a phenomenal job managing him today, John Roca. I have to give it to you there. But you're accurate in saying that you didn't necessarily have the greatest season, the caliber season that we're used to seeing from the Outlaws. And you fully admitted it, that you were almost ready to put him up.
Yeah. Listen, at the beginning, he was ready to retire, but I had a great match with Ethan. Then I had we had a great match with Corruption for those belts. Came real close to retaining those belts. Then we went in and defeated the Witching Power. No easy task. Those two ladies know a lot about movie trivia. Then we jumped into Final Exam, and there were some issues. I hate to do this. It's breaking me up inside to do this, but Gucci's wrong that I am, that I'm the best there is.
Yeah,
but he's not wrong, Dan, that you've been taking the attention away from the other players on this exchange. We have worked so hard to make sure you're okay to play your matches that it's ended up costing us some matches, certainly me costing some singles matches, and then in our teams matches, why don't you play as good in our teams matches like you do in our singles matches? My God, you showed up like crazy today, yet we're playing Final Exam, and you don't know what about Eddie Murphy. What about Eddie Murphy? For God's sakes, man, what we got to do is win, and I am so tired of calling you the GOAT. I am so tired of sitting behind you and kissing your ass so that everyone else can call you the GOAT. You know who's the GOAT? You know who built this league? The Outlaw did. I built this goddamn league with my bare hands. Without me, Adam Collins, the coyote making his nerd cracks, wouldn't have won the belt, and you wouldn't be where you're at. You're standing on the platform I built for you, and so many of the people in this Schmodown are. I love you, but I'm tired of sitting behind you and being in your shadow and having everybody hate me and think you're the greatest. You know who's the GOAT? I'm the GOAT. I'm the goddamn GOAT. And I need to be rid of you, and I need to take over this exchange and get rid of the dead weight and the losing dead weight, including Ben the boss, Bateman. Get rid of all of them and start all over from scratch. The Finstock Exchange will be shaped by me and Tom and no one else. I'm tired of Motley calling people like you and Motley calling people like blowing it again on a 5-pointer, just like you did. You could have gotten that 3-pointer. You had 2 repeats and you didn't use them. Dan, you got to play smarter, and you blew it today under my management. I can't keep doing this with you. I'm tired of holding you up. I'm tired of holding your hand. I'm tired of building you up. It's time for me to go back to who I am, because I hate who I am when I'm with you. A loser.
Wow. Dan, I'm sure this is a lot to process. This is a lot to process for me and everyone that's watching.
Yeah, I mean,
what is happening right now?
I don't know. I actually felt okay. Like, I'm
So
serious.
who's Dan gonna pick up
Adam,
Dan next
it was
year?
a great game, and I mean, listen, Gucci wasn't there. That pissed me off. It really did. But
pretty sure
when's he been there for me this year? So I mean,
you guys were.
I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say about that.
Not only
I don't know what to say about that.
Friends, like good friends.
No, we went to the ends. We went to the ends of this game together. And back, and
But Corey's already got his 3.
I don't know.
And him and Mara don't want to be on the same section.
I know. I usually have something to say. I have nothing to say. I got nothing. I'm sorry.
I don't know if him and Kaiser can mesh.
Wow.
Sam.
Ladies and gentlemen, what was a incredible, an absolutely incredible match.
What's his face?
One of the best Schmodown Spectacular main events that we've seen since person in my company played against Dan Merle back in Spectacular 1. One of the greatest matches we have seen, where Dan Merle played his heart out. Dan Merle, always a constant professional and a great champion.
I mean, if he wants to come to Swag.
But twice by his manager, Tom Dagnino, Gucci, and his best friend, John Roca. I don't know what to say.
Christian, you have 3 words, and unfortunately they're in Latin. A2 Brute. I mean, it's not going to kill Dan Merle that he lost to Adam Collins. Adam was a gracious enough winner. Dan always classy, whether in win or defeat. But I think what really hurts are those barbs, those verbal jabs, those breakup moments that have to play out in front of the entire movie trivia Schmodown audience.
He was
Dan
in the Lions
lost
Den.
the match, and then he lost his manager, then he lost I thought was his teammate and one of his best friends. And so if you're Dan Merle, where do you go from it? My heart goes out to the guy. This is what you put into the league, and he deserves better than what he got. at the end of this match. Hats off to Adam Collins. He's still the headline. But wow, when you open up that proverbial newspaper,
Someone was
and
saying
you see
with
what just
swag,
happened to
Dan and
Dangerous Dan
Oyama
Merle,
team.
I don't know what's
That would
next.
be good.
Well, what's next is that Dan Merle becomes the biggest free agent on the market. You got him out there. You got Bateman out there.
Dan and Oyama can be the
It's going to be
Sharks.
very interesting because it doesn't seem like Bateman wants to go to the exchange. It seems like unthinkable. Gucci and the outlaw John Roca have somehow formed an alliance, which who in the world would ever thought that happened? But those two seem to be in cahoots with each other. Now, what's the
Roca
exchange?
played
gonna
all
look
of
like?
us because he was
Where's
like,
Dan Merle going to
Ben
go?
is
Where's
in
Bateman
cahoots
going to
with,
go? What the hell is going on?
playing a
And
game
this is
with
the end of it. This is the end of the season. This is
No,
the way
it
we
was
end up.
Roca.
But nonetheless, Mark Ellis, as always, what a season it was, and it was a pleasure calling it with you. We had the bumps, but man, was it a wonderful, crazy roller coaster taking us to this moment. Pal, what a spectacular 5 it was.
Yeah, Christian, that information superhighway can get a little tickle bumpy from time to time. Sometimes you take a detour and you're not sure where you ended up, but we always made it back to the road, and we found our destination here with all of you great fans out there and with an incredible behind-the-scenes crew. You talk about our writing staff headlined by DJ Campbell. You talk about all of the great producers that we have at this show, courtesy of Skybound, the Bryans, the Kims, the Courtneys, the Ryans, the Does, everybody that is making us look good. My jacket does not sparkle unless we have an incredible team working behind the scenes to make it just so. And for all you kids out there, you think, oh, hey, I'm watching this little movie trivia show. Anybody who doubts you, you tell them that they don't have to talk to you. They have to talk to Chris Jericho. And if they want that confrontation, Kevin Smith will direct it. You think you watch a lot of geeky movies? Look at Chandler the Chosen and his legion of fans. You think you can do it alone? Sometimes you need a team. Sometimes you're on a team. And sometimes you got to have a hero remind you to floss every day. That is Adam Collins, and that is the Schmodown Spectacular in a nutshell. Christian Harloff, you, sir, have usually fearlessly captained us through what can only be described as the most turbulent, unpredictable season of the Schmodown's career. And because of your leadership, we can all look forward to many more years and hopefully decades of the movie trivia Schmodown. You, sir, deserve a virtual pat on the back.
Thank you very much, as do you, as does everybody here. Shout out to the entire crew. Shout out to Jen Sturger for a wonderful job with all those post interviews. And man, you look at what just happened. Could war be any more appropriate? The faction war is going to start immediately. All of the managers, all 8 managers, looking to find out who will be their 3 as we lead into the draft, leading into 8. We also found out our first throwdown main event. Mara Kanopik facing the champion Chandru the Chosen in an IG match. Grace out of the den. Dan Merle gone from the exchange. The Who's the Boss no longer a team. So much happening at Spectacular 5. I'm speechless. I can't believe it. Shout out to everybody who performed as well as they did today. And what a main event, and what an event in general. Thank you, guys. Please subscribe. Join that Patreon tier. 3 pay-per-views next year. It's going to be worth it. For the great Mark Ellis, I'm Christian Harloff. We'll see you next time.
Okay, now what?
All right, we're here. Look, we got Skybound. We have the file. We're going to get vindicated, okay? Everything that we've planned, everything that we've done, now is the moment it all comes to fruition, okay? We have to tell them. It's all here. It's all in here. Every single thing we need to know is in here, and every single thing that they need to know is also in here. I need to talk to Christian. Hello? Hello? It's Andrew Guy. I need to talk to someone. I need to tell someone. You can't let them do this with her, because if they do, it's going to be bad, and I just have to tell Christian. Please. Yes, Christian is not involved. But I can't tell you who is. Huh? They said they want me to go to the side.
What?
They said they want me to go around to the back.
Why is he listening to them?
It's a trap.
It's a trap.
Sigh. If you guys didn't hear me, I said Christian is not involved. And I'm really scared because I don't know why they want me to go around the back like this.
Hand marks.
Hello? 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 Oh.
What the hell?
Doesn't look like he'll be talking anymore. Grab him by the feet, throw him in the bed.
You can't leave us like this.
Someone commented saying it was banned. It can't be.
Well, not for nothing.
It can't end like this.
Someone wrote, they're going to send us a link for the ending.
You're kidding me.
The Small Entertainment Network says rundown.
Yeah.
Are they telling us to go to the rundown?
Someone wrote guy in a mask. PLD goes, I got to reach out to Guy.
I mean, isn't that it?
Oh, they're saying this rundown. Yeah, go to the SC and YouTube channel. Rundown should start.
I'm not seeing it.
Let me see. There's the Schmodown Spectacular preview.
17
Yeah,
minutes.
rundown.
Okay, there it is then.
But what?
Well, it is.
Yeah.
I've been too long on this.
Should we end the thing?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so we can all react to this thing individually, I think.
Yeah.
Well, the sun's up on my side of the world.
Good morning.
It is. I am little less than 20 minutes away from the 13th.
Okay, I'm ending it.
Okay.